What's up, you guys? This is episode 29 of the DISHIN podcast. We had a very special guest on this week. We had Andrew Poturalski.
We talked about his KHL deal that he just signed. We also talked about player branding, his video series on Instagram, Smoking with Pot.
Welcome to Smoking with Pot.
Episode 29 is live now.
All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of the DISHIN podcast. We are back with another special guest. Very special episode.
Let's go.
Here we go. Stick taps. You ready for this intro?
Been waiting a while.
Oh, yeah. I was telling. So we have our show rundown here on the sheet of paper, but I wrote a little something in my phone that I'll try and go off the cuff. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce someone who is a friend of the brand, who's been a friend of the show when the podcast first started with Benny, Derek, and Tudor. Some of you might know him from Smoking with Pot on Instagram. Some of you might know him as a professional hockey player in the NHL, AHL, and soon-to-be KHL. A back-to-back Calder Cup champ, a father, husband, family man. Some of you might know him as a professional golfer even, which is crazy. Like, this dude wears many hats. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Poturalski, welcome to the show.
Let's go, baby.
I lived up to the hype. Thank you, brother.
Was it good?
That's
Did
good.
I do
Really
okay?
good.
Well done, Kevo.
Thank you. A little nervous on that one, but
Let's go, bro. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's awesome.
course, man.
Cool seeing the studio. It's been a long time coming. Been wanting to come down here for a bit now, so
Yeah.
happy
Good
we're
stuff.
doing it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I know we just shot some stuff out front that is probably going to hit the internet pretty soon, which was a lot of fun. Benny throwing the helmet on and the goalie mask and everything's the goalie setup. So, yeah, can't wait for the people to see that. But still, man, Kevin, why don't you take it from here?
yeah, I guess, you were on the show when these guys first started this, but I guess, for those that maybe don't know who you are or what you do, can you kind of, introduce yourself a little bit? Because we do have a bit of a newer following on this platform now.
Yeah, I'm just a local Buffalo kid. Grew up, right down the street here and just play hockey. It's been my dream as a kid. I've never had any other sight or visions other than, playing hockey, playing in the NHL. And, I've accomplished that goal, but I've always wanted more. And I've played in the AHL primarily most of my career, and I'm just hungry for more. And, taking the next step here coming soon. But, now I got a family, got kids, puts things into perspective. I know Matt's a father as well, and it's just really cool, having some of these moments. I got to bring my kid to the All-Star game this year and sit on the bench, and I got a cool video with him, and he got to see me play in the NHL this year. So just stuff like that I think is really cool, and that's my motivation now to keep going and flip it to the other side, the Smoking with Pot. It's just kind of, I don't know, the world we live in now is kind of social media and everything's on there. And me and my teammates in San Jose this year, we were just messing around at a dinner party, having a good time. And someone's like, we should film this and put it out there. And one thing led to another. We kind of did it as a joke, and it took off. And it's been pretty fun. And now whenever I run into people that I haven't seen in, a little bit, that's the first thing that comes out of their mouth. So we got to find a way to take it to the next level. And, we'll see what happens with it, but just having fun, really, just being myself, having fun, and see where it goes.
That's fun. And you're also a golfer too.
Yeah.
You still golfing quite a bit?
Yeah, like I mentioned, 3 kids now.
Yeah.
Puts a wrench in things. My game has slowly been trending in the wrong direction, but I think after hockey's done, that'll be the next thing that'll keep me going. It's such a frustrating but rewarding sport, and it's fun. Keeps your competitive juices going. I love the game, and I hate it at the same time, but it's fun. So I'd say golfing and fishing. Yeah, I've gotten into fishing a lot this summer. That's also a lot of fun and gets the adrenaline going. So, yeah, those are my 2 hobbies.
Nice.
Craigburn still the place to be?
Yeah, Craigburn and CCB. I'm lucky to be at both right now. But, Craigburn's just a really cool spot, and I got a good group of guys there that we play with, have fun. And then CCB's got a good group of also pro hockey guys that we like to have fun with that too. So I know when the time comes when I stop playing, I'll probably have to pick one or the other, but I'm fortunate enough to not have to make that decision right now.
Yeah. You mentioned the All-Star game too with the AHL. Is that your second or third year in the All-Star game now?
So that was my second time actually going to the game. The year before I got picked, but then I got hurt a few games before. I couldn't go. And then I think the 2 COVID years, there was not actually an all-star game. So, yeah, it was my second actually time being there. And it was cool to go back to Coachella Valley where I played for 2 years before.
That's
yeah, and go there. Yeah.
And to have your son there too, like to be there, like such a sick moment. But I remember like you and I talked a lot over the years, just have talked about sty in the game, and I always told you like, dude, you have the best sty in the game. What's one thing hockey culture needs to change in this game for it to grow? I know like you and Matt have worked on custom skate skins the last 2 All-Star games you were at. So is that something there or where?
No, I mean I think the skate skins are awesome. I mean, me and Justin Bailey, local Buffalo guy, we talked about it a bunch. Like when I was making my pair for the game this year, that we just think it's a really cool idea and a cool concept, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to wear those like all year long, and guys can have the freedom to be themselves. But I'd say it's mostly that guys kind of, if you go out and you do something that's not the norm, you kind of get looked at or chirped or something. I don't know. You wear something that's out of the ordinary, guys will give you a hard time for it, and I don't know. I mean, I get it to an extent, but also, like, who really cares? Like, does that really have any effect on the game or how hard you're trying or how hard you're playing? I don't think so. So, I don't know. I definitely was, like, having some fun with it. My 1 year in Coachella, I had, like, tinted visor, white stick, tongues out, like, I don't know. We were just messing around, and, like, I was doing it and having fun. Our team was doing well, and it is what it is. But, yeah, I mean, I don't see why guys can't have fun with and have a little bit of style. As long as you're going out and playing and trying your hardest, like, who really cares,
Do you feel like you play better when you dress like that or you wear that type of stuff on the ice? Because I truly think, like, there is a confidence boost when it comes with stuff like that. And for skate skins too, man, like, I appreciate you so much for that. That was our first time we've ever had skate skins in the AHL. So I know for me, Nick, Derek, Ben, like everybody, that was a moment for us. That was like such a huge little notch for us and a feather in our cap. So I want to say thanks again for that. And it's always fun to work on that type of stuff too. So
yeah, I mean, no need to thank me. Like, I love what you guys do, and I think it's awesome and cool. And it's a cool way for me to showcase different things. And I had the Craigburn logo. I think I had my pets on there and stuff like that. So, like, that's really cool for me to, have those pictures. And I got a lot of compliments, too, from the guys at the game. They were all like, oh, those are awesome. Yeah. Some fans were looking and checking them out. So, I think it's really cool. And definitely getting back to your question, confidence-wise, yeah, I think white stick was, like, my biggest thing when I went out and I was using the white CCM. And, at first maybe guys gave me crap for it, but I don't know, you go out and you put the puck in the net, like, what are they really going to say? And then, I don't know, you look good, feel good, play good. There's definitely something to that. How much, I don't know. But, I mean, if you're feeling good and that's what's comfortable and you like looking down at it, and who cares, Yeah,
for sure.
I definitely would give some guys, like, I don't think, like, a fourth-line guy with like, 2 goals to his name can be using a white one. But Dan Valsma, when I first grabbed it, he was our coach, and I was using it, and he was like, "You need 100 points in this league to use a white stick, but I think you're good." So once I got his approval, he was old school, and he was great about it. So that was pretty funny.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. I feel like there's coaches in the league like that are. They'll chirp you a little bit, but they're joking at the same time, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, man, if you earn their respect and they know you're going out and playing hard, I mean, that's what matters at the end of the day. Yeah. So as long as you're doing the right things and you're not letting it be a distraction or being selfish in a way about it, I don't see what the issue is.
I know you've led the AHL a few years, right? And was it points and goals, right?
Points, yeah, just
points.
And
points. Do you can you remember every year like you've hit milestones like that, or do you just kind of let that one go and just keep playing?
I mean, there's certain things. I mean, the year I had 101, I obviously remember that. The 1 year I feel like I don't remember is this past year. I don't remember what I ended with, 73 or 4 maybe. But if you went down the list, I think I could be pretty close. Yeah, I mean, you kind of know, and especially if it's. You do lead the league and it's like a close race, I think you have a better idea. And at the end of the day, too, kind of teams and people always say points don't matter, but when you're signing contracts in the summer, I think they matter a little bit. And at the end of the day, too, when you score more goals than the other team, that helps you win the game. So I like to think that that's my job, is to help our team score goals and create goals in offense. And sometimes the game gets way too complicated, and at the end of the day, if the team who scores more wins. So I like to do that, and yeah, it's fun.
Speaking of complicated too, you were talking to Derek a little bit about your time with Jessica Campbell, right? And how the way she kind of saw the game, because you worked pretty closely with her. You were saying about just, she ran the power play for you guys, and like, can you like talk a little bit about that? Like you were telling Derek and I and Matt too, just her approach to the game and how that maybe has helped you both mentally and physically when you're actually on the ice and you're not just, I think you said like if you guys go like 0 for 5 on the power play, like she's not going to go and like rinse you guys. Like she's going to actually take you in and kind of give you some motivation behind that.
Yeah, Jess was awesome. We had 2 great years together. And at first, it was kind of a feeling out process. Like she was the first female in pro hockey to come in and be an assistant coach, and we had a good veteran team, and we didn't know what to expect. I'm sure she had a feeling out process too, and she might have been nervous. But we might have been a week in, and we were already like chirping her and treating her like she was one of the guys, and she gives it right back to us. And at that time we accepted her, and she was great, and fit in perfectly. And then for the power play, like her creativeness, I think, was really cool for us. Like she would draw up plays and stuff that I've never seen before from coaches, and like she wasn't she just stayed true to herself, and I think that's what makes people good. You don't try and be someone who you're not. And she was a great hype person for our team and for our power play unit. And if we had a couple bad stretches in a row, she'd pull us aside and give us a little hype reel and get us back going again. And those teams, we had great success, and she was a huge part of it. And just, I think, how much she cared, and just the way she saw the game was different than a lot of coaches I've seen.
Yeah, that's sick. And I know, like, Derek and I, like, we work with this company, IHS, like we were telling you about, and they're so big on teaching the game from, like, a mental side of things. Like, how do you handle yourself if you're not playing well? Like, what does that look like? So I think it's super interesting now that it seems like more coaches like herself, like she's kind of leaning into helping you guys out from a mental side and not just, saying, we got to be better at this. It's like, no, like she's trying to push you guys in a direction to not just hype you guys up, but make sure you guys are kind of ready to go from every angle of it, which is sick.
Yeah, no, I mean, today's generation too is a little bit different. I mean, a lot of these guys respond differently to different coaching, and not to say they're soft, but the younger generation, I think, responds a lot better to that kind of coaching now. So I think it works, and I can't give Jess too much credit. I would tell her all the time. I would get interviews and questions about her, and all I felt like I was doing was pumping her up. But so we'd always chirp her and knock her back down. But no, she was awesome. We had a great relationship, and she helped our team a ton. And it's nice to still stay in touch with her and see what she's doing, and see where her career takes her.
You talk about that younger generation too. It's just amazing to see how much younger the game is really getting, and you've been at this for a decade plus now, bro. So that's pretty crazy. And I want to see from like your perspective, like what are maybe a couple of the biggest things that you've seen have been the biggest change in hockey since you've been at it, and maybe what are some more forecasted trends or changes that you might start to predict as the game starts to grow and evolve?
Yeah, I'd say speed is the biggest thing. I mean, it's pretty cliche, but really, like, these kids now are so skilled and so fast, and I mean, all of them, you can go to like a skill skate downtown and watch kids who are like 13, and you're like, oh my God, like I could barely even do that now. Yeah. And so all these kids, just I don't even know, like all the training and everything they have available to them. Like these kids are so skilled. So now, like, the speed of the game is so fast, and every level you go up, it's just faster and faster, and plays happen quicker. And I would say, I think the one thing that's going on in the league right now, I mean, this is probably going to sound like I'm the grumpy old guy saying this, but I think the league's gotten just like a little bit too young. I just think there's flaws within the NHL, and the fact that, like, the draft happens when you're 18, and it's no matter what, like when you're 18 and you're kind of guessing on kids, like, and I hate seeing kids getting written off too. Like, it's almost like if you don't make the NHL by the time you're like 23, 24, you're just written off, and like realistically you don't hit your prime until you're like 26, 27. So that part of the game, I think it it didn't do well for me because I don't think I really turned into the player I was till I was a little bit older. But, I see it sometimes with draft picks and stuff like that. Kids lose their confidence really quick early, and if they don't make it right away, they think their dream is shot. And I think it'll revert back. You see the teams who have had success and the teams that have won cups. You maybe have 2 to 3 young guys at most. I just think you gotta let these kids develop and give them time. There's always going to be your freaks like the McDavids, Matthews, Celebrini, who are ready at 18, but even it's not that these kids aren't good players because they're all really good. I just think they need to give them a little bit more time to get ready. And it's the best league in the world. You're playing against the very best players in the world. How many kids really are ready when they're 18 to 22 years old? That's just so hard. Imagine, I think about where I was at when I was that young, to play an 82 game season against, I don't know, it's just a lot. So yeah. I think it can revert back because when I was a rookie, or not rookie, I don't know, second, third year, one of the older guys I played with, he would always tell me, he's like, I was told you're not an NHL defenseman until you're 26, 27. Just keep going. You'll get there. And now it's the complete opposite. So I think it's just a little too young. Yeah.
That is crazy, dude. You think about what you're doing when you're 18 years old. These kids are not expected to be in their prime for 8 years later, Yeah.
When did you play out your USH? Did you age out of junior, or did you go right to UNH and play the 4 years there and then take that next step?
I don't know if I was age. I think I could have done one more year of USHL, but then I went to UNH for 2 years and then signed. But it's just if you look at football, the first round draft picks in the NFL, these guys are making an impact on your team right away. And realistically, in the NHL, when you're drafting a kid at 18, you don't even know whether he's going to play a single game in his entire career, let alone you don't know what he's going to be 5 years from then. And even these studs, it's really hard to impact the team and help the team, win in years 1 and 2 and even 3 sometimes. So that's why I don't know what the solution is. It's a tough fix because there's so many different avenues to get to the NHL, and it's not just college and get drafted and that's it. And you declare when you're ready. So that's just, I don't know, that's the problem with it. But like I said, I don't know what the answer is.
I'm sure too, throughout the years, you probably learned so many different things, even college and then that next step, you're probably doing things in skills skates that you're damn, I wish I was doing this when I was 15, 16 years old. Even probably now. I'm sure you were saying earlier about the way these kids move and you're I can't even do that now.
Yeah. The stuff and resources these kids have are awesome. I was super fortunate to work with a guy, Daryl Belfry, growing up, and he's crushing it now. I mean, he's got all the top guys, and he's super high-end, and he's been a huge part of my career. So I was definitely fortunate enough to have that and work with him. But yeah, I mean, it seems like anywhere you go, and even some places I don't know, Florida or Texas, where traditionally, I don't know, when we were growing up, they probably had one rink and no hockey players, and you go there now and there's just studs everywhere, and all these kids are really good. So it's cool to see how the game's growing.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Belfry too. Derek and I got to work with him the last 2 years through Ice Hockey Systems because he's a partner or something like that, or he's a contributor with them.
Yeah.
And that guy is probably the most knowledgeable person I've ever met on this game. It is insane. He was telling Derek and I just some stories about how he's helped certain players, do what they can do now. There was a story with, was it Derek, Sam Gagne or something, right? Something with Sam Gagne and how he could be preventing his concussions, and there was Daryl was trying to find different ways to for him to shoot pucks and how to go get pucks off the half wall and things like that. And yeah, it's just crazy that, I mean,
yeah, I've had a couple
out there.
Just to go on his knowledge, there was a stretch in my 1 year that I went, I don't know, a few 5, 6 games, and I maybe just had a couple points, and I was I feel I'm right there, but something's off. I just kept going, and then it got to 10 games, and still nothing was getting better, and I couldn't figure it out. And so I called Daryl. He's send me some clips. So I send him just film from my last 2 games, and instantly he calls me back, and he's hey man, there's two things. Like, you need to just do these two things, switch it up. And it was just like a mental switch. And then my next game, like, I had 2 goals and assists. Next game, I had 3 points again. Like, next game, 2 points. And in the span of, like, my next 10 games, I had, like, 20-something points. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, it's just cool to see, like, his knowledge. And, like, for him to just go look at 2 games, not even watch the rest of what's been going on. And he's like, yep, you've just gotten into these habits. And, like, this is what's going on. And you fix these. And it's just cool to see the mindset and, like, how smart he is. And to see him work with, you know, the top guys like Kane, Matthews, McKinnon. The list goes on and on with him. So he's an unreal asset. It's cool you guys got to work with him.
Yeah, I think he was actually asking us about you too, if we knew, because he was asking like about a bunch of Buffalo guys. I know he's worked with Bailey a little bit too. Yep. Obviously, like you mentioned, Patrick Kane. But yeah, I don't know. Super. So what a small, like, hockey is such a small world. We were saying that earlier too. I did want to ask about the KHL though. So. Yeah. Like, first off, what team are you going to? When are you leaving? And when does that season start?
Is that announced yet, too?
I have so many questions about
they're announcing it on Sunday.
Sunday, cool.
So, Avangard Omsk is the team I'm signing with. It's in Omsk. It's in Siberia. And, yeah, man, I didn't know a lot about the KHL, really. Like, I've gotten offers for the last few years, but haven't really entertained it that much. I've just been chasing my dream of the NHL, but this team and this organization has checked so many boxes. They've been incredible to me from the day that they first called and that I've been talking to them. And it truly is an offer I couldn't turn down. We have a North American coach in Guy Boucher who coached in the NHL. His resume speaks for itself. You know, I've had great talks with him and just the opportunities and everything he's presented me. And so Guy Boucher, yeah, he called me and, like, I may sound delusional, but I told him, like, at first I had my reservations and I still want to play in the NHL. Like, I've never scored a goal in the NHL, and, like, that keeps me up at night. Like, I want that so badly. And, you know, he was kind of like, F that. Like, come here, play with better players, unlock a new level to your game. And he's like, you know, teams might see you in a new light when you come over here and, you know, you do well. He's like, I'll coach you. I'll push you, and he's like, I'll be the first person to make a call for you to come back if that's what you want to do when you're done here. And he's like, you're still 31. He's like, you can play in the NHL till you're 37, 38. He's like, you got plenty of years left. So, I mean, the delusional part of me is like, that's just something to hold on to motivate me to keep going. But, you know, also maybe I'm going to really like the KHL and have fun, and it's a new chapter for me. But I don't know. I'm a really, really competitive person, and I want more, and I want to get to that next level. And for me, maybe, you know, the path isn't always just as simple as like AHL and going up. So, you know, maybe it's going there and then coming back, or maybe that's going to be a great challenge for me and motivate me enough too. So I'm really excited for the opportunity.
I always forget too. Do they play on Olympic size ice?
So to my knowledge, they not Olympic size. There's a Finnish size and then there's an NHL size, and I think the league's kind of half and half. So different size rinks, different nights. So yeah, I think the Finnish size is kind of in the middle of Olympic and NHL. So yeah, some nights we'll have a little bit more room. Some nights standard.
You're going to need a translator for talking to refs too.
Yeah.
I know you probably don't need to talk to refs. Your job's putting the puck in the back of the net. So I think you won't probably need to talk to these guys too much. But
I'll need to talk to the teammates. Yeah, I think the plan was to kind of maybe take some lessons. Hopefully the team can hook us up with a good tutor or something, and you know, figure out some basic stuff. And yeah.
Nice. Are you? What's like living situation like for you guys? Do you guys all like? Do they have all the teams, like, do you guys live in, like, all the same complex, or is it, obviously things are a lot different in Russia, so I wasn't sure if they have, like, their teams all maybe stay in, like, the same apartment complex, or you guys got to buddy up, or if you can just kind of go live on your own, or what that entails.
I think we'll try, like, all the imports will try and live close to each other, whether it's, like, they have a couple blocked off next to each other, or if we split a big house. But I think we'll figure that out, like, once we get there. Like, in the first week, we'll stay in a hotel. And kind of go see our options and figure it out. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
It's going to be wild.
Life has a funny way of working out, bro. So I'm pumped for you.
I know. Yeah. I'm super excited too. It took me a while to like get excited for it, but like I truly am like at peace with it, and I'm really happy for a new opportunity.
Yeah. Sweet. It's good stuff.
One more time too about smoking with pot. So we filmed one here. Can you talk a little bit more about that too, and just how I know you said like it kind of started out with you guys joking around about it, but I guess are you gonna be taking that to Russia with you and
Yeah,
getting it worldwide?
Yeah, I don't think there's any limitations on it. We're kind of just taking it day by day and seeing where it goes. But I think it's funny having the little hockey twist on it. Hopefully some of my Russian teammates will like some meat, and maybe hopefully I'll find a way to smoke them something or grill them up something. We might have to improvise, but I'm just really having fun with it. I think my teammates have had fun with it so far. And we'll see where it goes. But I think it's a fun little thing to do right now, and we're just having a good time. Yeah.
You might be cooking the meals for the boys pregame.
Yeah, I always say I like to cook. I do all the cooking in the household, and I don't know, it's fun. It's a passion. Just starting to learn, and I don't consider myself a pro by any means, but just having fun. I haven't gotten a bad review yet, or at least everyone's being good liars to me. So, it's been fun. So, yeah, we'll see. If anyone's looking, knows a good rep at Traeger, hit me up.
Clip that.
Yeah. You got anything else?
No, I don't think so. Maybe a merch collab in the works. We'll see. See what happens there. I know the people are, I'll say, hungry for it.
Yeah, I like that.
No,
I think that'd be awesome. I mean, I love what you guys do. All the stuff you guys make, I think is so cool. And even just looking at some of the stuff you had in the shop in the back room, like some of the characters, I think are awesome. So your creativity is really fun to follow, and I'd love to collab sometime. That'd be awesome.
Cool, let's do it. I'm with it.
Hell yeah. Well, DISHIN podcast.
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Fuck
That was
boys.
solid.
Let's go, man. Good
Let's
stuff.
go. Thank you.
This guy's a pro in front of the camera.
Hell yeah.